Hello, SEAL community. We are here gathered today to watch the Ionian battle Meeps versus TM26. I am the Dragon Rider. Joining me today is Alpha. How's it going, Alpha? How's your day been?
It's been great. Just seen a few family members today and stuff, so all good, all good.
Good to hear, good to hear. Yeah, let's quickly jump over into this picks and bans there. I'm super excited to watch these two teams play. They are from our Piltover division, and so that's going to be around gold elo, maybe a little bit of some like low platinums. All around, we should see some really fun and interesting gameplay. Alpha, how do you feel about this draft?
All right. Well, one thing I just want to say before we get into draft, Ionian Battle Meeps, love the name. Just had to put that out. But all right, let's see. So let's start with Ionian Battle Meeps, blue side. I just want to see the bands: Echo, Ari, Fizz. Echo, great band considering someone on your enemy team is named Echo. So pretty obvious one there.
Fair.
And then the first pick, Jinx, I am super fond of. I think his shampoo's super strong right now. Please cap the rocket damage again, right? Please. And then I just want to go to the other side fans real quick since we will be going to their picks next. The Darius, super strong, solo queue king. Nocturne, I don't think he's that strong right now, but he's just super annoying to deal with. And then Caitlyn, of course, is always just one of those champions that you never want to, see in your game, especially if you pair it up with Morgana, which they did pick, but of course that is going to be a Morgana jungle, which is super strong right now. I'd like the pick, especially as your first pick, followed by the Kai'Sa, who is another really, really strong champion right now. Granted, I would have liked to see it paired up with the Rel probably, because that is probably its strongest combo, but I understand the priority on the Morgana is so much better right now. And then you pick the Xin Zhao. Kind of interesting. I haven't seen Xin Zhao, especially jungle. I haven't seen Xin Zhao jungle in a pretty long time, but I do like it. And then the Thresh, super strong pick, always has been, always will be. Riot will never be able to balance the champion. Great pick right there. And then we finish out the blue side bands with Kiana Shen. Shen, I like the band, negate that global pressure. And then on the other side, Renekton and Volibear, two very strong laners, and also a jungler there too, but your jungler's already picked. So two very good strong top laners that you take away, so you can't be bullied in the top lane as much. And then you pick a top lane bully for yourself, Yorick. He has been nerfed a bit, but I still think he's really strong. One of those top laners you can get an advantage with early and scale into the late game very well. Followed by the Ornn. I like that as a pick just to survive. You're not gonna really counter Yorick. If you need a tank, especially, you're not really gonna find another tank that can really counter him very well. So I do like picking the Ornn here. Another tank that might have been decent would be Sion, but for the way this draft is going, I like the Ornn pick. And then the CasualEAL mid is always one of those stable picks. Not necessarily the best blind pick, but always one of those stable picks you can. I don't know about the mid laner too much, but probably a very comfort pick for them as well. So I understand the pick there. Followed by the Anivia. So just to round out these drafts and my thoughts on it as a whole, I believe the Ionian Battle Meeps have gone for a very scaling comp, and I think it's probably something they're very comfortable on. And they have a few different ways of winning through the scaling, because you have your dominant side lane, but then you also do have your dominant, you can run a very good 4-1. You have your dominant 4 laners and 4 damage dealers that you could deal with, that you have, especially with the Jinx and Nivea. And then on the side of TM26, they have that Morgana, who's going to create immense pressure early with that that Kai'Sa Leona lane that's going to be pretty dominant. I feel like that lane could bully out the Jinx Thresh early, but as the game progresses, I feel like that Jinx Thresh will overtake in power, so to speak. Your Ornn, just scaling up late, trying to get those ornaments out, make those damage dealers do damage. So, very good pick when you want to try to continue to scale with a team that may not scale as well as the Ionian Battle Meeps. That does give you a slight, booster, so to speak. And then the Cassio, once again, as I said, always a good, stable mid laner you can rely on and just farm up and do things late game, essentially. So overall, 2 great comps. I will say I personally do like Blue Side's comp, but we shall see.
I think it definitely entirely decides on how long this game goes. For me personally, I like TM26's scaling a little bit better than Ionian Battle Meeps, just because of Ornn's passive, and when he turns level 15 and above, he's going to be able to give 1,000 gold to all of his members there. It's going to be an awkward team fight for them because they have to send Casio a little bit further, and Ornn usually sits back to use his ulti effectively before engaging. But if it comes down to just raw stats at the end of the game, I feel like Team 26 will have my edge. But
Really?
without, 100%. Casio and Kai'Sa with an Ornn, it's going to be dirty. It's going to be so much damage. But with that being said, let's jump into game and see how it all rolls out. Alrighty, on 3. 1, 2, 3. So I noticed this. Someone actually pointed this out to me just the other day about when the teams start in the spectator, because these are VODs here. When you're watching it, the gates don't show when you're watching the VODs, which I found was kind of funny. Not really relevant, but I thought it was kind of neat.
I didn't even notice.
I didn't notice either until they pointed it out to me. Now I can't not notice it.
Bluesaurus, that's a very nice name right there. And nice dance for Ornn right there. It seems like they're trying to do something really cheeky. Yes.
Oh, the Ornn's always my favorite. Just because it's the only Ornn skin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Besides the
Thunder, the Thunder God.
Yeah. All right, so didn't do much with that very aggressive setup they had there. I guess Morgana's going to start the red, as you would expect. Blue side started with their typical 5-point stance, so all makes sense here. Will the Ornn leash? Probably.
Oh, I think so. Now, talking about jungle clears here, Morgana having a pretty ridiculous and healthy clear. How do you think that's going to be favoring off against Xin Zhao?
Oh, I think she's going to have a super big advantage. I think she's going to do a full clear into a scuttle down bot lane, so she's going to have that really big reset. And I don't know if she gets a gank off in her first clear. After her first clear, I think she's just going to take the reset, go back topside, and maybe try to find a gank top or mid. And then slowly go down towards that dragon and maybe get a gank off bot side. But until then, I don't think we see much action unless it's a lane, like a lane gets a solo kill or something. I don't think we see much action until like 4 or 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, something we should definitely be watching as well is this level 2 coming from this bot lane. Obviously, Leona level 2 is notorious for going all in all the time. And seeing how aggressive, quick, and Lumiere have been playing here, it should be fun to see what they do with that advantage.
Well, thank God this is not 11.7. Those ghouls would have hurt.
Oh, I know. I had to start banning Yorick because of it. It was so painful. And I like his slice of life changes. It makes him not as dominant and not like full lethality Yorick coming at your face, which is nice.
Interesting push here. Xin Zhao seems to be trying to invade, but like I said, that Morgana clear is ridiculous, and she got all of that and is already down to her blue buff now. So maybe skips out on the Gromp and goes straight to the scuttle, goes back for the Gromp. And
here we go. So yeah, what we saw there is just like he checked the Raptors, says Morgana's not here. We saw the good positioning and the flank on the Cassiopeia, went in for the all-in, and then Cassiopeia trying to flash away but unable to escape there. She did not bring a defensive summoner, so that was what's going to harm her there. She actually brought Ignite thinking she was going to be killing the Nevia, which I respect, but it also has that double-edged sword if the Xin Zhao does exactly what he did there.
Yeah, and Morgana went for the greedier clear, got the Gromp instead, didn't go straight for Scuttle, and just lost the Scuttle. So maybe she tries to get the top one. Xin Zhao seems to be going over there now, so there might be a fight there. But Anivia is backing. Oh no, and the Morgana decides to back.
Yeah. Now Xin Zhao, because of that back, Xin Zhao has that extra couple steps onto the Scuttle Crab. If he double scuttles Morgana, it's going to be really hard for her to come back. But she has done a full clear, while Xin Zhao's only really done blue side, so I could be wrong. All in from Morgana there, landing the Q. Here comes the TP coming out from the Anivia. And nothing will
Nice
come of that.
disengage. Yeah, nice disengage there. Nice zoning tool. She might just take her back now, or go greedier clear and get those Krugs into a Raptors into a back, hopefully to try to secure that first Drake. A little bit risky, but nothing too scary. Xin Zhao seems to be pathing up there behind Orin now.
Yeah, you can see why they banned Nocturne. Monte Carlo method has just been ganking on repeat and just like constantly putting pressures into his side lanes, and then obviously getting that one gank off onto the mid lane successful as well. He doesn't really go in for too many full clears like Morgana is right now. I wouldn't be surprised if she just does a second full clear just to try to get that level advantage onto Xin Zhao.
Oh yeah, for sure. One interesting thing to see develop is that that Cassiopeia, although not having TP, she is up 10 CS, so more than a full wave, and the Nvidia doesn't have her TP up. So I mean, look, potential, you know, I can't think of the words. It could be a potential falling point for the Nvidia if she gets pressure out of lane anytime soon.
Yeah, she did put that offense, like she put the TP coming down into the mid lane into trying getting that Morgana there, but obviously with a good disengage, nothing came of that. Now she just kind of has to sit and wait for Xin Zhao to show up, right? Like if Xin Zhao doesn't show up soon, then it could be bad news bears for this bird.
Great thing for her though is she did get that first blood gold, so the gold is relatively even. If anything, she might be, yeah, she is leading slightly. Nothing much of that right there. But yeah, no, she is leading slightly in gold, but that EXP difference might be slightly different. So we shall see. Xin Zhao seems to be wrapping around Cassiopeia right now.
Yeah, here's what I was talking about. She's level 6, and then Morgana's actually there to help out her snake friend. She does get the ulti off, she does get the Q off from Morgana, and then it just changes the tide of the fight. There was a wall in the way, and they were still able to kill him.
Yeah, this was a huge wave for Orin to catch right here. But yeah, no, that was a great, just the right place at the right time for the Morgana, and now Monte Carlo method's been ganking so much. Now let's just look at this Morgana CS compared to this Xin Zhao right now. She is just miles and miles ahead of him. Only one level difference, but that is huge when you're in the jungle early, especially. She's gonna have so much pressure on this map, and should turn that into the first Drake of the game, most likely.
Yeah, well, it looks like she's actually opted in for another full clear. She's like, I'm so far ahead, I gotta be more. I need more.
That's a little greedy considering your bot side does have Prio at the moment. Xin Zhao does seem to be clearing that scuttle, so it does put that dragon take a little bit further behind if you are the side of TM26. But Morgana seems to know what she's doing so far and has gotten a great advantage off of it. But let's see if Xin Zhao does anything tricky here. Nope, she just got spotted by a ward.
Oh yeah, his bot lane's slowly going to be pushing in. I think he definitely wants to get that lane like prio before taking that dragon. After his Anivia backed right there, he's going to have to take some time, probably do Red's Krugs, and then look for another advantage. But while we're talking as well, Morgana's actually at Xin Zhao's blue buff, doing some counter jungling herself.
Oh, that feels bad if you're Nivea. Not really Xin Zhao, but if you're Nivea right now, that's just feels bad, man. Cassiopeia will probably get their own blue. And honestly, if I'm Morgana right now, I would just take Rift on spawn. You have Prio mid, not so much Prio top, but your top laner does have more health than that Maokai? No, that is not a Maokai. Yorick has right now. Sorry, Maiden looked like Maokai for a second. Don't know why. But yeah, no, if I am Morgana right now, I am going for that Rift, trading that Drake early, and I am getting an advantage for my mid laner right now.
Yeah, she's looking actually just to go for that gank on to the Yorick. The Ornn Horn is going out. That does land, is going to be picking up. Morgana Q does bind as well. So that's going to be an easy pickup for TM26.
Yeah, and as TM26 ADC does get the reset and Anivia roams down, you figure that, yeah, they get a free Drake off of this. But as I said, Morgana does start the Rift Herald up. So, trade of objectives, I like this if I am the side of TM26. Yeah, giving up that early mountain does suck. They do have extra resistances early. But let's be honest, that's not going to do much of anything as this game progresses.
Yeah, you're always a fan of those Rift Heralds, eh? You love taking them. You like getting objectives with them, and then getting them at 9 minutes here is going to be really helpful, as they are going to be able to drop it into a side lane, get some pressure on. Not a lot of action from the junglers to their bot side, so I'd like to see maybe the Rift Herald go down there. What do you think?
Yeah, honestly, at the moment specifically, it does seem like, I mean, Kaisa is a little bit behind in farm, but she did get that reset off, so she will catch up off this next wave. I do think since this bot lane has had so much pressure on the side of TM26, it probably would be a good place to go down with, considering Cassiopeia has built a sizable lead for herself with this Anivia trying to roam down and make plays across the map. She has lost now 3 waves of CS and has given this Cassiopeia a pretty substantial lead with a 300 gold lead right now. That's boots right there. But she doesn't need boots, so that's a...
Snake can't buy boots, feels bad.
Yes. Snake is slithering around. Why can't I buy boots? I mean, let's be honest. Why does Quinn buy boots? Why does anyone who can fly buy boots?
Yeah, why does Nami buy boots?
Yeah, right?
Right?
Why not? Yeah, sure. But once again, let's just talk about these junglers. 81 CS at 10 minutes versus 51. Yeah, Monte Carlo Method's been ganking like a ton, and he has like superior vision score to everybody and has been doing a lot of things around the map. He has fallen behind 800 gold, and this gotta feel bad if you're the side of IBM right now. Granted, you do scale very well with that Jinx and that Anivia, but TM26 just seems to be playing this game out flawlessly, even though their Orin, quote-unquote, is behind.
Yeah, but take this play out of the books here, and they almost get the knock-up. They do get the knock-up. Thrushhook does not quite land, but they might be able to kill Xin Zhao here with one more auto attack, but thankfully his ulti is going to prevent that to kill from the kill from Kaisa there. Possibly another re-engage if Morgana... Nope, she's over by Raptors there, so nothing further will come of that play.
You know, I wonder how Xin Zhao mains feel right now, considering there's a champion in the game that literally took his ult as a W.
Right?
Yeah. It's really dumb in my opinion. Gwen is I don't want to see you guys in Seal play Gwen. That is disgusting.
It's funny when you think about it as well. It's like Camille and Cho'Gath, right? Camille is just like her Q is Cho'Gath R. Just the 1,000 true damage that her second Q stack brings is just massive.
So dumb. I want to Kermit die. Well, you will Kermit die as that happens because you're not getting. Can I have true armor, Riot? You know, this is really not the amount of true damage in the game right now.
True armor. It'd be fun. I think it would work.
Ooh.
Yeah, almost catching that Ornn there. He is falling further in the HP pool factor, but I don't think he's going to fall. I was going to take a note, actually, of the Xin Zhao constantly ganking and falling behind on the Morgana here. Actually, wow. I wasn't thinking that was going to kill, but it works, you know? They got the ultis off, they got the Q down on the Thresh. With that awkward pathing there, he would be falling short of that. They do proc a Nivea egg as well, and get 2 tower plates going over to the mid laner.
Oh, this feels so bad to be Floking right now. You're just falling further and further behind. Your top laner only being down 10 CS with that kill. He is feeling really good right now, you know, versing that Yorick. I mean, he's playing this lane out phenomenally. I will say if I was that Orin right now, I'd be mauling because that Orin should not be even remotely close to you right now, in my opinion. I know I'd be entering that lane. Like, I don't know. I'd be dying.
Yeah, one thing I was going to note before all of that broke out was actually the Morgana doing the counter jungling onto the Xin Zhao, and the Xin Zhao on like perma gank mode. The problem with getting the ganks off so early and doing them the way that they're doing it against a Morgana that you know is just like a hyper farmer, it works, but you got to make the plays work as well. So like, if you're going to fall behind in CS, you got to get those kills along the map there. But unfortunately, because of the great disengages coming out of Team 26, they haven't been able to really capitalize on all of the ganks that they've been given.
It's really frustrating to be the side of Ionian battle Meeps right now because the one way I've noticed to play versus Morgana effective is you need to pick a vertical jungler, like someone who can split the map on you and just, you know, win that way. Like someone like Udyr is something that can clear as fast as you as well, because with a slower clearing jungler, you're not really going to be able to get ahead. Or you can pick a jungler who's a little bit more forgiving, like Nunu, fall behind a little bit, but still be effective as you gank, as you do have that Q smite combo. You will outsmite everyone at any point in the game. So
Yeah, I agree.
I think they kind of messed up with the Xin Zhao pick, but I mean, it is what it is. You're already in game, so you got to figure out how to deal with that as you go along. But this gold lead does seem to increase, like slowly be building up to it now at a 2,000 gold lead in almost 15 minutes.
Yeah, the CS heroes coming out of Team 26 there. They've been playing super well, playing super safe, and playing to their win conditions. That is going to be that hyper Ornn late game power spike, you know? And then getting that dragon is also going to be super helpful, stalling out the game even further. Like every Ornn game, though, it's probably going to be another 30 minutes, so anything can happen in between then.
Fun little thing to note, though, is whichever team gets like soul this game is going to probably outscale. I do understand we're saying this Ornn pick is going to help the side of TM26.
Engage Xin Zhao coming out of a bushwalking the Morgana, but he isn't going to be able to do the damage as they go in, get the Ornn brittle strack on him, and then gets auto off as well. Or Yorick is going to be trying to get this Ornn to compensate for the Xin Zhao's death, and they do get him as they wall him off with another wall, and Morgana's just going to have to hold top lane.
That was a nice TP from Menivius carrying that kill right there. I do think that flash from Ornn was a bit unnecessary. I think.
Oh no. Sorry, looks like Cassiopeia overstepping her boundaries there, going into an Ornn. That was really risky, honestly. Things that can have two walls that can capitalize on you not really having too many escapes would be dangerous. If that wall was just a little bit further back, and if that Yorick was just a little bit further down in that lane, that Cassiopeia would have fallen for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But I mean, she did a little bit of what we call limit testing right there, but it's okay. She's got away with it and worked out. So I mean, she does feel great not giving over that bounty, and she feels great with this 700 gold lead or 800 gold lead she has built for herself.
Ornn TP down here. That's going to be worth note. If Yorick saves his, he can definitely go into that next dragon fight without much contestation from the Ornn. And if Ornn doesn't walk down beforehand, he's just going to be able to side lane effectively and push maybe one or two turrets.
Yeah, I like to see the Rift Herald being taken right now. I mean,
yes.
It doesn't seem like... I mean, the best place to release it would probably be your mid, because that seems to be the lowest tower at the moment. But it could also... You could just give it straight to the Yorick and give him the split pushing power with the Drake, because I feel like if you're the side of TM26, you might want to bring the Ornn down for the next dragon fight, just to make sure to secure it. Or you might. I don't know if you should, but I think you just might. So... They didn't give the Rift Herald to Yorick, but had they just given the Rift Herald to Yorick, he probably could have gotten that tower with simply just releasing the Rift Herald and ult alone.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Ulti, Rift Herald, putting it in a sideline right before the dragon spawns. I'd like them to hold it and then capitalize on that effectively, but it looks like they're going to be dropping it top.
Yeah, I think they just want that first turret gold. They want that to fall now and just get away with it and then get their resets off and maybe call the Yorick down to a dragon fight. As he will not need to shove that lane out any further than letting the Rift Herald maybe hit the second turret. That lane will be shoved out far enough as the dragon is spawning. Oh, it's still a minute and a half away. But, you know, get your resets off and, you know, do what we need to do. At the moment, it's seen Morgana is counter jungling once again. Xin Zhao seems to maybe be able to sniff that out a little bit. Yep, he's just going to back up because he cannot fight a level 11 Morgana.
Yeah.
That does not seem like something that's very fun.
Yeah, Morgana's slowly just gonna run away in the jungle there. Just with her pure pressure, counter jungling, and like farming capabilities, I don't think Xin Zhao's gonna be able to keep up or scale any further in this match.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're picking Xin Zhao to try to, you know, be dominant early, but the problem is that Morgana is just super impressive, and it's not even like Morgana's bad early. She's just not great. She's good at all stages of the game, right? So it's just one of those junglers you just gotta try to match, but you're never really gonna truly be able to match unless you're probably someone like, once again, Udyr maybe can match with her if you know how to play the champion effectively.
Yorick staying topside. He does have that TP that we were talking about earlier. Ornn actually coming in. They're looking for a potential fight here for the side of Team 26. Should be fun to see what we got happening here. The Thresh is going to be caught out. He is being stunned. And I'll be just going to be letting York do his own thing, because I don't think they can fight for this dragon any further.
Nope. I mean, York will take a turret, so that's always great for the side of Ionian battle Meeps. I mean, this gold lead is growing slowly. Actually, has shrunk since the last time I said anything. So, you are finding ways back into this game, but you do need to find a way to stop this dragon stacking.
Yeah, and you need to find a way to stop this York from getting this turret. You might just be able to take it without any really response.
Yeah, that turret's gone.
Yeah. Turret's down. York's going to be looking for more. Ornn has used most of his abilities, so Kai'Sa's going to have to respond to this York. The team's slowly rotating as well, actually.
Yeah, they won't get to him probably, but being York right now feels amazing. Getting your inhibitor turret by 20 minutes. Now Ionian Battle Meeps got the bot lane turret too. They are crushing it objective when it comes to on-map objectives in the sense of turrets at least. They got 4 turrets. Team 26 is yet to get 1.
Yeah. And like that's also a really good point as well, that because they haven't gotten 1, there's a lot of unacquired resources on the map. So once they start getting turrets, that turret gold lead is going to diminish for the side of Ionian Battle Meeps.
Yeah, but thankfully, this all this turret taken so far, while you did lose lane, you are now back to even essentially. You're down what, 200 gold, 300 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing substantial. So I mean, you're in a really good spot in this game if you are the Ionian Battle Meeps. You just need to find a way to stop this dragon stacking and get that in favor of yourself. Because if you get the Infernal Soul, you have so many damage dealers on that team that you will simply outscale the side of TM26. Ooh.
I'm sorry, Thresh, but you were CC'd for days and being unable to escape there, but they are going to respond for another kill on the enemy support. Jinx is getting hyped. She's trying to get the kill on to the Kai'Sa, but unable to get that.
Woohoo! It's a support bloodbath. 4 out of the 9 deaths have been supported.
I think Morgana dies for that. Yeah.
Can we count that as a 5th support?
No? Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Engage, flashing, and ulting, going in onto the Zinzao, onto the Anivia. That is going to fall as well. They are going to be going onto the Jinx. They are going to be picking that up, but Jinx is going to be able to kill the Kai'Sa. Oh, in the meantime, we're going to be seeing a fight topside. I think Ornn's going to be able to just back off, wait for Leona, and then do another massive re-engage. Here comes Leona. Here comes the ulti coming down from the Ornn. Here comes the knock-up. Here comes another Brittle Sack proc, and Leona grabs up the kill, saving that inhibitor.
Feels bad seeing Leona get the kill. Well, I mean, good job for you, but like, as the Ornn, you wish to have that kill.
Oh, for sure.
But, I mean, there was a nice bounty that went over to Jinx before she died, so it was worth the death, so to speak. She did get that, I mean, not Jinx, Kai'Sa. She got the 150 gold bounty on Anivia, so has 450 gold total from that kill in her pocket. But there's a lot of outstanding gold now for that bounty on I keep forgetting her name. Cassiopeia. There you go. And Cassiopeia is just a menace in this game, along with that Morgana. Both of them about almost 2,000 gold ahead of their laners. Oh no, Cassiopeia is more like 1,200. Morgana, on the other hand, is more than 2,000 gold ahead of her lane opponent.
Oh yeah, she has been really just going hard on getting those minions. She greeted in the first half of this game, and it turned to go in her favor. She takes blue buff with... Okay, that was intentional. I wasn't sure if Cassiopeia was there, but it was actually Kai'Sa, so it makes sense that Morgana took the blue buff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I will say, though, Morgana's early game mana is so ridiculously, like, small that once you're doing your first clear, while it is healthy with your W healing...
Ooh, yeah, engage ulti from Morgana. She's going to be able to lock up 3, but it's not going to be enough. Here comes the re-engage coming in from TM26. Another hook landing on the Morgana. Thresh isn't going to be able to do much of that, and Leona getting a nice Zenith Blade onto the Thresh is going to be possibly taking him out with a Ignite, and Jinx getting hyped, but unable to pick off anyone else. Anivia is going to be slammed down to a wall, but she is going to be able to escape.
Okay, so who's the ADC in this game? It's definitely not Kai'Sa. Just saying.
I am the carry now.
195 farm? Oh, what's that? I have 33. This is great.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yep. One thing that's very interesting to see is the vision around the map. See, at least you could see the visions in very different spots. One on the side of a. I can't talk.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, and all of that is happening. Yorick is going to be fighting a 2v2 with the Kai'Sa and Kai'Sa Cassiopeia. And then Jinx does fall. Cassiopeia and Kai'Sa do fall as well. The nutcase is just going to be a monster. He should not be. With Maiden right beside him, it's going to be hard for Kai'Sa to do anything of that. And they are going to be able to pick off that dragon as well. So great win on the side of Ionian Battle Meeps to capitalize on that jungle fight.
Yeah, that was a bit of a throw on the side of a TM26, but I mean, nothing too crazy. You're still up in gold. Nice way to bring that gold back around from even. One interesting thing, like I was trying to mention, was the way the boards are set up on the side of TM26. You could tell that they really want that Baron sometime soon, with all that ward coverage they have up there. Let's look at the bottom side of the map. I mean, granted, the dragon was just taken. All of that ward coverage. There's nothing there. It's all black. So no one has any idea of what's going on down there. Either team.
It's very quiet, but now they're going to be looking to get some more wards onto that Baron. And Orange should be hitting level 15 momentarily. I think he has to be close.
Well, level 14, he could start giving out his first item. So who did he give it to?
Gave it to Cassiopeia. Yeah, he gave it to Cassiopeia. Next should definitely be Kai'Sa.
Yep.
So he's going to go top, get level 15, and then go to Kai'Sa immediately, probably. Or Kai'Sa's just going to follow him. That works.
Yeah, but Kai'Sa should stay out of that lane so she doesn't take XP.
Yeah, I agree.
She does. Yep, she goes to Krugs and takes that for herself. That is a very good idea.
Yeah, level 15 Ornn now. So that's going to be a win. He should be going to travel to the Kai'Sa, and they're going to swap. So Kai'Sa takes the minions. Ornn gives the upgrade and probably resets.
Yep.
Good team communication there. Yeah, there's the reset. Perfect. Now, Team 26, I don't think they're stopping them. The next fight, there's just going to be a huge damage gap that's going to happen.
Yo, this Leona is just, she's the only person in the game. Oh, never mind. York is a bounty now. But she has the 300 gold bounty. She has the biggest bounty in the game. This is ridiculous. Why does she have a 300 gold bounty, Riot? Doesn't make sense.
And Leona going in for an all-in. Xin Zhao going to have to alter away. Here comes the Thresh. He does get a nice bullet hook onto the Morgana, but it's not going to be enough. And the damage coming out from the Kai'Sa is going to be able to pick up the Xin Zhao. The Nivea egg is going down as well. On the side lanes, we see Cassiopeia trying to fight too. The Yorick and the Ornn are going to be battling it out. There's no way that this Yorick's going to be able to live. He should be able to get that. Unfortunately, the wall kind of ganks Ornn there. It pushed him to the side and it misplaced his ulti. Feels bad.
That was a really, like, we didn't mention it at all, but that was a really somewhat risky Baron take. They were staring right at them and they took it. So they said, all right, yeah.
Yeah, but like I was saying, like, as soon as Ornn gave the two items to Kai'Sa and Cassiopeia, the damage gap that I was telling you about, it happened, right? So if they went to go and engage on them, they will just do what Kai'Sa did to Xin Zhao, immediately blow him up.
Yeah, I mean, we're the side of TM26, right? Team 26? I mean, you have a 5,000 gold lead. Let's really say it's a 7,000 gold lead right now. So you were feeling really good. Taking those 4 turrets of the game, basically the first 4 turrets of the game that you've taken. Well, 3, because you just got one bot side and you had the one top side already. But yeah, this is a really nice, change of pace in this game, as it was a pretty quiet game to start out.
Yeah, Morgana should be finding that Ornn soon. He has another upgrade that he can give out as well. After fighting that Yorick and being able to be in the side lane for a little bit longer, he should be pretty happy about that now that he's slowly going to start and take away with any of those fights. Because Ornn's raw base stats late game is just a monster to deal with. It doesn't matter about your damage no longer, as he just keeps getting items and keeps getting tankier.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it feels really good to be Ornn this game, though, because, right, as an Ornn player, you'll always hear them like, but my XP, I need it. But as you have to give up XP to your laners and gold to your laners because they need to farm, right? But if you're Ore in this game, you're level 16 at 28 minutes, you're feeling really good because you have contributed more than you could ever imagine. I don't care if you only do 10k damage. You've given me my items as a carry? Congratulations, you've done your job.
Congratulations, you win.
Just make sure you mitigate over 100,000 and take over 50k, and you're good.
So they are going to be posturing for this dragon. Then this dragon fight, Ornn's going to be upgrading. I believe he got Leona. No, he got Morgana. That's good. Whoa. Yep. Dead Anivia.
Well, sad to see no Egnivia. She dies way, way too late before the dragon spawns, so she will not be here for this fight. This is an easy fight. Oh,
nope.
Easy. 4v4.
4v4. Ornn battle. He's like, sorry, team, I must go. I gave you guys your upgrades. Everything's on you now.
He didn't need the TP there. He probably could have just gotten away with backing. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, this is going to be rough for him. The Maiden should be able to kill that Ornn, and now Cassiopeia has to reset and then do the cleanup crew. Thank you. Someone has killed the Maiden, and now the Yorick is dead too.
That was a weird flash.
I think he was trying to flash to get that extra health to be just a little bit beefier, but it's still just like, I don't think maybe it was just a misflash, but
it was probably one of those tilted flashes. Like, dang it, I could have killed you if I played this just slightly better.
He might have been able to kill her actually if he did land the Q, questionably.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, in theory.
One interesting development in this game is that Yorick went Triforce and didn't go Divine versus an Ornn. So, I mean, that is a little bit suspect when it comes to itemization. I guess like rushing the Cleric second.
Yeah, I guess the only thing there is probably just being like, well, I guess if anyone else matches me, they can't really stop me, but every time they're just going to send Ornn because he built Triforce.
Exactly, and I mean, it sucks to be the, as well as Zhao, but Zhao I understand a little bit more. You're going to be fighting other people, not Ornn. I mean, if you're going to side them with Ornn, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But it just feels really bad to be Zhao right now, because you're going to slowly start falling out of this game, and you just haven't done anything. It's just, the relevance of the champion is just not there anymore.
Can't go near bushes, there's a Cassiopeia in this game. Cassiopeia Leona. Yep. And they're gonna just 1v1 the Maiden. Yeah, kill the Maiden.
Yeah.
Burn the witch. Now they are going.
Ornn's level 17 now, so you figure he's gonna give it an upgrade to his support.
Yeah, there it is. Yep, there it is.
Go.
Boop. TM26 are, it's going to be near possible to stop them. They're going to make risky plays. They're going to keep getting these objectives along the map and slowly push in, and then they're definitely taking this next Baron. And if Ionian Battle Meeps even think about fighting them, they might just lose the game. So I guess at that rate, you just kind of hope for a steal.
The Ionian Battle Meeps need to do something very cheeky, like walk up through top lane and go around and be at the Baron pit first, and then fight them as they try to walk out of their own jungle and see if they can catch them somewhere there. But honestly, even still, that's not really good for them, because if they get caught in a choke point, Ornn, Morgana, Cassiopeia is just going to wipe you guys. So, I mean, there's really not much you can do. You can't really walk straight to the Baron pit either, because you're just going to get caught out once again in a choke point in the jungle. So, feels really bad.
Yeah, so they're going to be on it. Yorick's just in a side lane, because that's what Yorick does. Half health the Xin Zhao, half health the Thresh. Anyone who walks up is going to fall. They're going to go re-engage back onto the Baron. And Yorick's just been in a side lane again. They have to respond to him as he's going to take Nether Inhibitor, but an engage from Kaisa should be able to kill up that Jinx. Yep, that's going to be a dead Xin Zhao as well. He overstayed there. And now we're going to have the 2v1 scenario onto the Yorick.
That was a good job by Yorick. Just making, they knew he couldn't get the Baron, so.
I think it was the best call for,
Yeah, it was. Good thing for going for the bot lane too, and not just going for the open inhib, right? You know, get more out of it. But it doesn't seem like the game's going to last long enough for that to even matter at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they might pick up the Infernal Soul, like just put insult to the wound, but at this rate,
Forgot that was like a thing in this game, huh?
Yeah.
It's been so topside focused for once that kind of forgot that that's even a thing. There's been more topside. No, okay, not more topside objectives taken, but close to it taken. Then kind of forgot about these dragon stack.
Yeah,
But
like you can see, this game's been all over the map, and really been enjoying watching it and seeing how it's gonna play out. But heaven forbid they walk into the wrong bush, and here comes the all-in from the Xin Zhao Thresh, but it's not gonna be enough damage as Kai'Sa and Cassiopeia are on the side lanes there. Here comes the ulti, or TP rather, from the Yorick, but he is going to fall shortly after. Ornn is going to possibly get another knockup, but there won't be anything coming of that. And they could probably just end through mid. I don't know if they need the dragon. They'll probably take the dragon, because,
Morgana to take it, and then they'll end it through bot, probably, just to get more pressure and more lanes.
Yeah. Cassiopeia is going to be going in there, going to be picking up that Jinx. Business casual.
Wow.
Yeah, they got the minions mid, they got the minions bot, and now they're just going to go and end through mid.
Jeez.
Yeah, good game. Team 26 there coming out on top. They did exactly what they were scheduled to do. They did exactly how they wanted to play, and then they this is the result that they got. So good job on them. Really excited to see what they're going to bring to the table next time around. But with that being said, who do you feel are the MVPs and aces of this match?
Okay, so for the side of Team 26, I think I'm not going to give out two, but I will give props to Morgana for that early game pressure she had. She didn't really gank much, but she just did so well early, even after getting double scuttled, to just create pressure for that Xin Zhao to be unable to do anything. But I do say my MVP has to go to this Cassiopeia. She did so much damage. She was doing so much in fights. Maybe like even in lane, she was like the only one that was truly up on the side of Team 26. So I loved the game she played, and just phenomenal team fighting and everything in all stages of the game from that Cassiopeia. And then for the ace, I would like to give it as well to their mid laner. She was the only one that I really noticed that was able to really do anything in fights, and was really trying hard to scale up and, of course, do Anivia things. But sadly, just wasn't able to get it done. It just too much happened early for you to really be able to scale, and they turned what's it called? They put you guys too far behind to really attempt to scale up to the as efficiently as possible, and you weren't able to get back into this game as I kind of wish you would have, because I do feel if this was a 50-minute game, most likely you guys probably would have done exactly what Team 26 did to you, take the Baron and game. But it is what it is. I mean, give props to Team 26. They played a phenomenal game, very clean game, and there wasn't many mistakes you could really call out.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I agree with all of those MVPs and aces as well. I'm going to give my honorable mention to Ornn, just because he hit level 15. That's he did his job, okay? He did his job.
I believe only player in the game to actually reach level 18. Nope, Cassiopeia did as well. But I believe he was the first player in the game to reach 18. So, considering you only have 227 farm, which is very, very far behind the rest, and having soaked all the EXP, good job for you. You did your job as a tank.
Yeah, good head pats. But with that being said, we're going to take a quick intermission, and we'll be back for Game 2 of Ionian Battle Meeps versus Team 26. Hello and welcome back, folks. We're going into Game 2 of the Ionian Battle Meeps versus Team 26 from our Piltover division here. We saw in our first game there just the scaling, the early game kind of just being very calm, very quiet. Xin Zhao doing a lot of ganks, but Morgana coming in with that just hyper farm mentality, eventually outscaling the Xin Zhao and then slowly being able to win those 4v4s. With that in mind here, Alpha, how do you feel or what do you want to happen in this next game?
Morgana has to go. It's just
Mm.
it has to. I mean, you can't give that back. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you might be giving the jungler a really strong champion, but I mean, Morgana is just super strong in the jungle right now, and it's absolutely ridiculous. But I do say, just try to take the minimal risk possible, and don't give someone like the Echo, like person named Echo or something like that, because that would be really bad. But I mean, I guess we just have to wait to see the drafts.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's go quickly jump into those drafts now and see what we have. Transitioning
Okay.
into drafts here, how do you feel, Alpha? What do you like about this?
Okay, I'm gonna go in order. I will already say though, I'm a little bit upset. But okay, so let's see. Caitlyn, Nocturne, Darius. All right, very traditional, very good bands. Fizz, Ari, Morgana. Um, Seems to be very different from what the first game was. Let me just double check. Uh, it was Echo, Ari, Fizz. Okay, so they replaced the Echo ban with the Morgana.
Yes.
They triple banned. They triple banned that mid lane of the first game, as they should, because that he did pretty good last game. But okay, that Echo ban was I'd say that was probably the one you wanted to keep most, considering once again his name is Echo. But I've not played the game versus this person, so I cannot say. Morgana ban though, on the other hand, was really good. Team 26 first picking that Kai'Sa once again, very good. I liked the pick last game. I like it again this game. I do, and then you picked Tristan and Nautilus. Really good. I would have liked to see maybe you take away the Leona, knowing that they played the Leona last game, so maybe it could have been a little bit different if you take the Leona away. But I do like the Tristan and Nautilus pairing a lot, because she can go in with that Nautilus, not unlike most other champions, kind of have to sit behind a second to go in with that Nautilus. She can go straight in with it, which is great. Then you pick up this Leona Echo. Once again, Leona, great champion of the bot lane, pairs well with Kai'Sa. Echo, though. Echo given to Echo. Love to see it. Followed by the Galio pick. Galio, of course, one of those picks. I understand why they gave up the Echo, probably, because Galio is one of the picks who can survive the Echo lane and make a difference with early roams and get ahead other ways than just simply laning against the Echo. Cool. Goes back in, Renekton Yorick ban. Great ban, so Yorick super annoying. Didn't do all too much last game, besides, I go boom on your turret, but that's about it. And then once again, Shen, very good ban. Udyr, once again, very good jungler right now. They hadn't picked a jungler yet, so that was also really good. Orin picked up, always a great blind pick, worked very well for Team 26 last game. Like to see it again. Followed by a Jarvan pick. I believe the Jarvan is pretty weak right now, but always one of those consistent junglers. Won't clear very fast, but will be effective as the game goes on, I guess. Never truly great, but never really bad. Followed by that Wukong counter pick. I think Wukong is a great counter pick into Orin, but I don't think it's going to be able to do enough around this team to truly be as effective as you probably want it to be in that lane. I think that Lee Sin pick that we're going to get to will constantly be able to fend off that Jarvan trying to help the Wukong get ahead. But truly, I don't know. It's really dependent on which player is better. Can the Orin play weak side strong enough, or will the Wukong prevail on strong side most likely? But we will just have to wait and see once we get into game.
Yeah, there's one thing I wanted to note here. It really shows like Ionian Battle Meep showing a real strong team fight potential, showing a really good what they want to do here, what they're going to go for, and it's going to be team fights. They're going to look for team fights with the carry potential between Tristana and Wukong. And then on the side of Team 26, we got solo queue heroes.
Yeah, I will say though, Ionian Battle Moves kind of did sort of counter themselves with the Jarvan pick for most of their team fight. Like the Nautilus can be countered by the Jarvan engage, as well as the Wukong could be countered by the Jarvan engage, just simply because of those walls and random terrain in the middle of nowhere. But I would like to see how they play around that and see if that's something that truly will affect them as this game on, and also the lack of tankiness. See if that affects them as the game goes on. As you can see on the side of Team 26, they have that super tank in Ornn, and then you have that pseudo tank who's tanky for 5 seconds in Leona.
Yeah, absolutely. And without further ado, let's jump into game and see how it all plays out. One second here. Oh, 1 second. I have their logos on the wrong side. Give me a minute. We're gonna have to do that intro again. All right. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. You see the missing wall, Alpha? Did you see the missing wall? Did you notice it?
Yes, and now I'm never going to be able to unsee
it. I really hope for something cheeky to happen in this early level 1 invade. With the Nautilus, Wukong, and Galio, I want to see them find something. And it looks like it's going to be Leona this time around. Now, are they going to land the pull? They do land the pull. They are going to get the knock-up. Leona having to flash away there, and that's a win for the side of Ionian Battle Meeps.
I like the flag start giving that Tristana that extra attack speed early to try to see if we can get something done with that bomb. That's a nice little... I mean, I'm sure he starts the flag anyways, but nice little thing to see.
I was going to note something as well. You know Team 26 here? Like, yeah. I'm a little bit of a Pokemon nerd myself, so I was thinking about this. I was like, it has to be Earthquake, right? But in the newer generations, it's well, the newest one in regards, it's TM26's Scary Face. So I saw their logo. It's like, all right, it's Earthquake, right? But I was like, but that Nidoking, pretty scary.
Lord, that is very nerdy of you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Now, we did see a possible counter invade. They got some words, so they know where Jarvan's going to be pathing to next. But it is going to stall out Lee Sin's level 1 leash here, actually opting out to do it solo. So Jarvan's going to have a little bit of a faster clear, and hopefully he can use that to his advantage in the early stages of the match.
Yeah, and Jarvan's going to be looking for that potential level 3 gank. So, I mean, level 3 gank into... Sorry, someone just walked in on me. But what's it called? Yeah, Jarvan's going to be looking for that early gank, especially seeing this Kai'Sa Leona lane pressure this Tristana Nautilus lane so early on.
Yeah, with Leona being one of Nautilus's counters as well, it's going to be really nice to have that advantage in getting your side lanes rolling for that win condition we were talking about earlier in draft, saying how the Wukong and Tristana are going to be your main damage dealers. As soon as you help Tristana, though, you need to go topside and help this Wukong. He's going to have a rough time into this Ornn here.
He's going to be giving up health to get these extended trades with Ornn. It seems like Jarvan's going down. No?
Yeah, here he is. So it's a level 3 engage there. Leona doesn't have flash, so this should be an easy first blood. The knockup doesn't quite land, but they should be able to pick up this Leona. But in the meantime, they're also going to be trying to pick up that Galio. And Leona lives through a heal from Kai'Sa. So big win for Team 26, playing it super safe and actually being able to escape. Coming out on top with that engage. The big wave crashing in bot side. Hopefully they can negate some minions from Kai'Sa.
Oh, that just feels bad. If you're that Galio living on like 1 health and just dying to what I believe was probably...
Was that a minion?
Red? Either minion or... Yeah, it wasn't red. It wasn't smite because he doesn't have it up.
Or
so,
a
yeah,
red buff. But Echo got... No, Echo got the kill, so it wouldn't have been a red buff. It had to be a minion.
Minion or maybe he has Scorch?
Maybe. That's true. And we do see a bot lane battle happen, and then Wukong actually TPing for this, getting his health some double buffs there. That's going to be a big one for him and a huge helpful thing for him after using TP. When you're using TP that aggressively and that early, you got to be able to secure those kills to get that 300 gold to counteract the gold and CS that you're about to lose topside.
Okay, no Scorch. Brought absolute focus and gathering storm. So yeah, I don't know.
So it had to be a minion, right?
Probably, yeah. There's nothing else it really could have been because he
But
doesn't
yeah.
have ignite. So
Yeah, it doesn't have ignite. Red buff didn't kill him, but Echo got the kill.
yep. Jarvan, nice little thing. He just caught top wave, froze it for him. So that feels good. Dragon is spawning with Lee Sin down here. Doesn't seem like he's gonna do very much of anything. I was saying that I did not think Lee Sin was a very strong jungler. I think he's a really strong laner at the moment, but I just don't think he's able to keep up with all of these other meta junglers. But luckily for the side of Team 26, this is a Lee Sin main. And
Yeah, Galio a little bit being too far ahead there. Good trade with the Echo, but I don't think he's going to be able to survive the Lee Sin counter engage from that as well. Jarvan being around the corner, but not being able to rotate fast enough. Echo is going to be picking up yet another kill.
Oh, if you're Echo right now, you are feeling great. But if you are the Team 26 and see that your mid laner has 2 wards in his pocket, you are molding. But it's I know I would be molding. But Echo has a 23 words 22 CS lead, 2 kills advantage. Now has a 200 gold bounty and is currently up about 1,000 gold, almost 1,100. Basically, full tier boots. So if you are Echo right now, you are feeling great. You are halfway through your mythic item, and you should have that completed by about 10 minutes, as long as you don't rush boots. Actually, if you don't rush boots, you should have it done by 8. If you rush boots, you should have it done by 10. So, once again, really good game for the side of Echo, considering this is probably his most comforted champion. Looking at his username, as well as Lee Sin, probably a very comfort champion, as he has 600,000 mastery points on it. And this Ornn, as we know, is also a very comfortable champion, based off last game. Nice little, Q by Lee Sin. Also very good Shadow Clone by Wukong. So that's always good.
The typical Lee Sin gank. Come in, try and land Q. Q not work, walk away.
Pretty much.
Do it again in a couple minutes.
Like I said, I do think Lee Sin is not very strong as a jungler right now. But if there's anyone to make it work, it would be this guy, as once again, a lot of points on Lee Sin.
Yeah, Lee Sin actually just got a recent buff to his E to help his clear just a little bit better. So it makes him okay. It makes him more playable than last patch, that's for sure.
True, but I still think that E buff is more of a lane Lee Sin thing rather than a, clearing Lee Sin. Because why not bully your laner out of lane?
And we do see an engage happening bot side. The nice EQ ulti in from the Jarvan is going to be able to pick up the Kai'Sa, and they might even do a turret dive to try and pick up the Ionian. Then we see a top fights happening as well, and if Ornn lands that ultimate, which he just misses, but here comes Lee Sin with his E.
Get an Ornn ulti miss counter based off how many ults these last 2 games. Very strong very strong player in Ornn itself, but man, just hit your ults. It's not that hard. Come on, man.
He has
okay,
his job is to hit level 15.
He's been doing some counter jungling, taking that red buff on the top side. Like to see it. Now he should probably rotate to that Rift Herald. Hopefully starts it up.
He might. He has top side prio and mid side prio. So if he doesn't do a full, if he isn't doing a full clear, then he should be taking his buffs into a Rift Herald or even a reset into Rift Herald.
Come on, Lee. Come on. Do the Rift Herald. Okay. You don't have to be scared of it. There's no point in taking your blue. You use energy.
Yeah, I would really like that Echo to have that blue buff there, but can't do much else with that. And Ornn's going to be TPing topside, and looks like Lee Sin's just going to be going for his red buff. He is falling a little bit further behind from Jarvan, where Jarvan's been able to do full clear after full clear after full clear.
At this point, though, it doesn't matter. Like, Lee Sin's still ahead in gold. He probably is a little bit behind the XP, but he's been in lane so much that he actually might be even in EXP. I don't even really know. Because they are both level 6, which is what truly matters at the point. There is no level discrepancy. So, if you're Lee Sin right now, you're feeling really good. If you are Galio right now, you are feeling very bad.
Yeah, he's been really the target point for this Lee Sin, and it's been really hard for him to do what Galio does best, is push and then try and find lane dominance going either bot side or top side.
I mean, and as it should be, because once again, you're playing with an Echo main 1. Oh.
Ooh. Lee
Nice.
Sin going in, but he doesn't notice that the Nautilus is there as well, so he's going to have to flash and then immediately ulti the Nautilus back, but it's not going to be enough as Tristana counters with her E and is able to blow him up as well, and then we have the top side gank working out for the Wukong and Jarvan killing the Ornn.
Feels good to be Wukong. You even up the gold with that kill. Now you can shove out that wave, probably get a turret plate, and you are going to be pretty decent amount ahead, probably about 300 gold after clearing wave and turret plate. So feels really good to be that Wukong. Now you're getting to the point of the game where you can finally fight Ornn on a very even level. Actually, no, you will start winning fights at this point of the game once you reach about level 8 and 9, as he did. He didn't go for the turret plate, as I guess he probably thought Ornn had CP, but I think going for the turret plate there would have been the better play. Gives you a, what's it called? Gives you a little bit more of a gold lead, a little bit more gold to back on. And you have TP, so if you really had to, you could have TP back to lane. But that wave will slowly start to reset, so I just think he should have went for that turret plate, but it's okay. Little tiny mental mistakes, I guess.
Here comes a flash engage from the Galio. Isn't going to be able to catch the Echo as the E and the flash were kind of mismatched and unable to snag him up that way. We are looking at a potential Dragon team fight here. So, Ornn not having his TP, but Wukong does. I'm expecting a Wukong TP to fight here.
I'm expecting Wukong. I would have expected Wukong to try to shove out that wave and just walk down instead of TPing, so he could TP back to Ornn, shoving out that wave. But what might happen is Ornn might just walk down and Wukong might be forced to use the TP into the fight, but I don't know. But it seems like Ornn's just clearing a ward and he'll slowly go back.
Yeah, they haven't really hit their major power spike, but I'd really like to see Ionian Battle Meeps to take this dragon.
Yeah, I mean, they can try. I mean, they probably can, but the way the game's going right now, it seems like the side of Team 26 can truly get some very good pressure on this. Oh, wait, not Team 26.
Wukong using his ulti and not going to be using that in the team fight, that's for sure, but he is going to be going in for an all-in on to the Ornn. I don't think that's a good idea, as Ornn's going to be able to get his ulti and then another brittle stack and then take him out solo 1v1 in the top lane. While this is all happening, the dragon's going to erupt in a team fight.
I can't talk about good with these players as caster curse, I swear. I just said the Wukong was getting to a point in the game where he could fight the Ornn, but feels bad, man.
No,
and
with that 20 CS discrepancy, it's just that Ornn's going to start to scale a little bit better than you. He's going to start damaging you with his brittle stacks. He's going to do so much to you.
Well, when I said what I said, the gold, he had just gotten the kill, and so the gold was even. Ornn got back to lane and actually got that CS lead once again, and him getting that kill, he had no kills before. Now him getting that kill, he has now built about a 500 gold lead, little less, 400 gold lead. And I mean, thankfully, side of the unfortunately for the side of Wukong, his team is losing out on the map really bad.
Ooh, amazing Jarvan engage to catch out this Lee Sin underneath the tower, but Echo might be able to pick up a double kill, but the Jarvan is going to be flashing out of that.
That was a little greedy on the side of Galio trying to get that kill because he immediately died.
He needs to put down that Shelly. It's about to despawn, but he's going to fall, and the Shelly's not going to even work now.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, Shelly's going to time out. Shelly timed out.
That feels bad.
Yeah. At best, you could probably just put Shelly mid lane, and then even if it doesn't get any turret plates, you just kind of, at least you used it, right? It's a body.
Right. Yeah, now you just got, what, 25 gold for that objective is what you got from it? So, I mean, nothing too substantial, so it really sucks not to get that extra gold out on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So specifically, especially since you're so far behind at this point, with this Galio being down over 2,000 gold. I mean, yeah, you have a decent lead in the bot lane, but even your top lane is a little bit even, but it's still losing out by a good amount, exactly 400 gold at the moment. So it is feeling really hard to find a way back into this game on the side of Ionian Battle Meeps, as Team 26 has drafted not only comfort, they have drafted very, very good scaling picks.
I agree. Yeah, Team 26, the solo queue heroes that I was saying in draft earlier, is now going to do what their team comp does best, and is slowly going to take away with this game after they got that dragon and they've scaled, and we're going to get an all-in from the Tristana, Kai'Sa, and Leona's going to be able to land all of her abilities on the Tristana. She's not going to be able to escape, and now the the Nautilus should not be able to get out of here, but Leona, please stop. Please, Leona, stop this.
Once again, another game of I'm the ADC now. It's okay.
Kai'Sa's starving. Kai'Sa's starving, Leona. Please feed it a cookie.
If I'm quick, I'm quickly trying to find a new support, you know? That's okay.
Yeah, really good engage from the Leona. Getting that kill onto the Tristana. It makes sense to get that one just because the ignite going off onto her, and then Tristana could have gotten away. So I like the kills regardless. Whoever gets them kind of thing. It's just kind of funny to meme on, you know?
It does suck, though, because that Kai'Sa could have had at least evened up the gold with that, but now the Tristana still remains 400 gold ahead, so it does suck. She is down a level, though, which is something to note.
Galio flashing mid lane to save his life against the Echo. I'm not sure if it was needed, but it was definitely more of a scare tactic. This Echo is 4-0. I don't want to be on the tail end of the Echo E, and the Echo Q, rather.
Yeah, that's always bad. But this Echo's lead is ridiculous at this point. That CS lead is, what, 70 almost? 70 now. That's just 7,000 gold at 200, yeah, 7,000 gold at about 16 minutes. I mean, he's on pace to reach close to 9,000 by 20, so I mean...
And the engage coming in, the Nautilus lock, knocking up Leona, knocking up the Echo ulting back, is going to be able to escape this one. Going to do some nice DPS there. Lee Sin actually going in with his Q, is going to have to back off as well.
Wow, Leona's way too tanky with that ability. She took a full bomb, plus the 4 stacking shots, and still took not even a full quarter damage. That's ridiculous. A support should not be able to tank that much. Nautilus, I don't even feel is that tanky sometimes.
Not a cloud in the sky for this series, eh? We're going to be getting another Ocean Soul this game, and an Ocean Draken spawning in about 3 seconds.
They spawned the rift this time!
Yeah, they did
Let's go!
Will it? I think it dies, though. I don't think it reaches the turret. Unfortunate.
Monte Carlo method. What are you doing? Why?
I think the call here definitely was drop it mid, push down mid, and then have prio for that dragon. But unfortunately, the Lee Sin and Echo immediately came in and aggroed it. And then on top of that, salt to the wound, we're going to get Team 26 probably picking up this dragon.
This feels bad, you know. Jarvan just walked behind the wave. At least you have a QE to get away, too. It's like, you have all the resources to try to get out. It doesn't take too much to go up a few more steps. I understand you might be overstepping there, but, you know, I guess I'm just gold. It's okay. Don't listen to me. I do feel though, as if it could have been played out differently, you know.
Yeah, I think
even if it's gone to the bot lane.
In theory, I think the call was correct to drop a mid, but in practice, I don't think where they dropped it was correct. Maybe if you dropped it a little bit further back, and then walked with your full team to counter anyone who walked in on you, then it would have been a different situation. We're getting an all-in onto the Kai'Sa, but she's actually just going to live with a sliver of HP. Ornn is going to be coming in, is going to be picking off that Nautilus, and they're going to be looking for more. Echo ulting back, Echo coming back in. The Wukong is in danger. Zenith Blade does land. Echo is going to be picking up the kill onto the Wukong. Now we're going to be looking at Jarvan here. The flash in from the Ornn could have been dangerous, but does scave away as the Galio E just misses.
I don't know if it would have been dangerous. Mans has 1,700. 1,000? No.
I was gonna say, I was like, that number sounds questionable.
179 armor.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't gonna hurt too much. Turret shots do 80 damage. I mean, I guess it could have been stunned up, but still couldn't really do too much to that behemoth of a man. But it's okay.
That boy thick. That
Yes,
boy
that boy
is
very thick.
one level closer towards getting level 15 or 14.
Yep, there you go.
I mean, 15 they just
really
win, right? Yeah, 15 they just win. 14's just nice.
Yes. I mean, 13's nice. 14 you start to win. 15 you win because you have it on your 2 carries.
Yeah. All in, possibly from Wukong. I don't think he'll win it regardless. Doesn't matter that the Ornn is the calf HP. I think he still might be able to kill you.
It's just another one of those games so far that's just been played out pretty cleanly. I mean, there have been those just few overextensions on the side of Ionian Battle Meeps that have just made it so much easier for Team 26. But they have been playing out, especially this bot lane. I mean, Ionian Battle Meeps bot lane is no slouch. They have been winning. I think across both these games, they have won the early game, then slowly came back, slowly just Team 26's bot lane would come online as the game goes on, as they seem to be very good mid-game team fighters as a collective unit. So they are able to find their way and claw their way back into this game. It seems that Echo has been a consistent player in both these games and has been a true reason as to why Team 26 has been able to play such clean games. I don't know if he's their main shot caller, but this man is an animal.
Yeah, and you see that even the jungler kind of prioritizes mid, putting him on a strong side, and the bot laner and the top laner can play weak side pretty effectively.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Kai'Sa, he's been up in CS or relatively close to CS all the time. It's just she sadly starts losing out on gold because Leona slowly starts taking those kills away from what should be hers, and rightfully so. But Leona, I will say, does get these amazing engages. Yeah. So I'm gonna kill her too every now and then. Isn't so bad.
One day Kai'Sa will get a kill. Do you think? What do you think? Plus minus 25 minutes. Does Kai'Sa get a kill? Yes, no.
Plus.
Yeah, you think she's gonna get a kill? She might.
I think. Let's see. When does Dragon spawn? A minute. Let's say before 25.
Oh, okay. I want to see what happens if she doesn't get one. She has 3 minutes to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there will be a Dragon's fight on spawn, as this will be the Soul Point Dragon for the side of Team 26. Won't be Soul just yet, but it will be one step closer, and that health regeneration does feel really good. If you're, especially on the side of Team 26, if you have that Ornn.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Echo in the bot lane, not doing very much of anything.
Yeah, just some chip damage. Get that Galio to reset right before the Dragon fight. That'd be really nice for his team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, oh, my bad. Yeah, so Dragon spawns in 20 seconds. There isn't too much ward coverage in the river, surprisingly. You figure start placing some wards down as you walk back towards the Dragon if you're inside at Team 26. And, Ionian Battle Mage just slowly... Oh, that's not good.
Oh, wow. Really great performance from the Lee Sin, getting a nice combo off. Echo getting that kill. And fight top side, but Wukong's going to have to disengage. And I believe that's going to be just another clean dragon for TM26.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I've been calling them Team 26.
Yeah, me too. It just sounds natural.
What is it, trademark? Are you trademarking the number 26?
Yeah. They're going to be, you could call them Earthquake if they're OGs, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe we should just start calling them Earthquake.
I might call them Scary Face because it's pretty funny.
Just some chip damage onto the Galio right there. Nothing too crazy. Although Orin Dad, he's reached his level 14 power spike.
Oh,
Let's go.
yes. How much?
Echo, you figure.
Yeah.
First upgrade, right?
Echo for sure has to get the first upgrade. You'd like to see it on Kaisa normally, in like normal situations. You'd like to see it on your AD carry. But with Echo being 6-0, you definitely, most likely, gonna give that to him. And they're gonna go for an all-in. This money would be so nice. Oh! Oh no! No! Galio's down. Oh! No! Oh no! Things that have gone wrong it's not stopping. He's gonna get a triple. Alright, Kaisa, you gotta kill Jarvan right now. You got 30 seconds to land a kill. Also, Orin should be able to kill this Wukong with an ulti. There it is.
Hit the ult! Oh,
get it, Kaisa! Come on, Kaisa, you have 20 seconds! Oh, she did it!
Oh my god.
That was close.
Very soon. That was a Baron very soon. Maybe not now. But this is just giving me Baron vibes.
Oh, yeah. When you clean ace them along every side of the map and you lose a 3v1, well, I mean a 3v2 later on, but against the Echo, and he's not even like any of his health hasn't deteriorated at all. Like, what do you do at that point, you know?
10 CS a minute has been a part. 10 of 16 kills.
I like blink and I miss that Echo kill someone, you know? If there's weren't tanky champions, Echo would be one-shotting everything. Heaven forbid this wasn't Galio.
I don't care if they lose somehow. This is not going to anyone else.
yeah. Echo being 10-0, Oh, he just... Oh, my word! Look at the damage. Look at the moves. He ults back into 3 of them. 75% on all of them. Here he goes trying to pick up that kill onto the Jarvan. He's kind of greeting here. Gets the taunt off from the Galio. And Galio taking the shutdown kill to him. I would have liked it on Tristana, but I think she showed up just a couple steps too late. And, well, this is all happening 2v1 Baron.
So, apparently the Echo clicked the turret instead of... champion, which
is
sad.
Feels bad.
Yep. Oh, that was a really good play by the Lee Sin.
This could be going horribly wrong if they just look at Baron accidentally and then smite that away from them. But it looks like they're going to be able to get away with the sneaky Baron play from Leona Kaisa, and they're going to be looking for more off of that.
It sucks you couldn't get the Echo with that Baron, considering he's such a strong side laner, especially sitting at 11-1-1. But, you know, another game though. Wait, when did the Kaisa get that kill? Was that before 25?
Oh, yeah. I was counting it down. It was at 24 minutes and 44 seconds.
Ah.
It was so close.
It wasn't at the dragon fight as we thought, but it's okay.
No, and Ornn's going to be starting to give out his ornaments. Echo didn't have his ornament, by the way.
Oh, really?
No, that was before ornament. Now, if
honestly,
Ornn just walks over to him and gives him his ornament. All right. Oh, almost. Flash. Zenith Blade from Leona, but not going to be able to land. Ornn, please give your next ornament to Lee Sin. Please and thank you.
Nah, let's
I mean, he has 3. Yes, I get it. True.
Leona has a 2,000 gold lead on the other support, which is really funny. Actually, you know what's sad? Leona has almost... Okay, not almost, but Leona's close to Galio's gold right now.
Yeah.
Somewhat close.
Just imagine when they get Ocean Soul.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think they need it. Oh, here comes Ornn. He's gonna... Here you go, Echo. Pat on the back. After getting, 13 kills without it. Now watch him go. Oh, the pain. The pain.
Ugh. Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, yeah, that's it. Game's over.
All right. Well, we'll start giving our congratulations feature, I guess. I mean, yeah, this is all but over. So, I just want to say, hey, Nautilus is dancing.
Yeah, boy! Really show him the moves! Show him the moves! GG for TM26. And well-deserved. Echo, you let the Echo named Echo play Echo.
Yeah. Note to self: don't let someone name themselves after a champion. Play the champion they main. Just like you never let Yasuo play Yasuo. This is why he doesn't play mid anymore in tournaments.
That
Just
feels
can't.
bad.
Yeah. But overall, strong game, strong performance from both teams. But Team 26 definitely did show out, especially their mid laner once again. Echo, named Echo, performed phenomenally. Just to give my MVPs and aces real quick. Echo performed, you know, there's no words to describe how well this man performed across both games. He did very good, especially this game. 15 kills out of 22 feels great to be a part of, averaging just about 10 CS a minute. There's nothing more you can ask for out from your mid laner, right? And then I'd like to say my ace would have to be the Tristana. I mentioned earlier in this cast, both games actually, Tristana was just doing so much in lane that just have to say Bob. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Bob and Rom. Bob and Rom. Sure. Uh, you know how to lane, my guy. It's just very strong laning. Both games, I like the Tristana. Don't remember if you played Tristana last game either, but like the laning versus this Kaisa did a phenomenal job both games. Sadly, your team couldn't pull through, but I will say you were definitely a shining spot in both games, to say the least. Um, Overall, I go back to the side of TM26. Once again, another very strong performance, very clean game. I like to see it. I would hope you guys continue this strategy of, solo Q Kings and figuring it out in lane and hopefully winning the game because you guys seem to have that down to a T. And I mean, that's all. Thanks for the very clean game from you guys.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm gonna change my ace just a little bit. I'm gonna give it to Jarvan just because of his early game performance. While he was getting some nice clean ganks off, he was also out CSing the Lee Sin. But the Lee Sin did do amazing work, and I'm gonna also have to give Lee Sin an honorable mention as well for giving the Echo the tools that he needed to be the carry that he was throughout this entire match.
Yeah, I will say I like that Lee Sin ult ult someone out of the Galio ult and then flash away and get away in the middle of the game. It was around 24 5 minutes maybe. It was close to the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might have to go back and clip that. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. They both played phenomenally. And with that being said, that was our match for today. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and watching these two teams battle it out. I am the Dragon Rider, joined as always by Alpha Wolf here. Thanks for coming out, and hope to see you soon.
Yep. See you guys.